Well, hello and welcome. As you can see, today I decided to do a video outdoors today. I wanted to do this just for a couple of reasons. One, it is so beautiful, and I thought it'd be really cool to share with you the woods that I often get to walk in, just in our backyard here. And the other thing is, I wanted to use this as an example of what I want to talk about today. And that is that in order to really grow, to be the person that we really want to be, or our best version of ourselves, we have to live through our body. We have to do with our body. And this is kind of maybe that's obvious, but often we don't think this way. Often we're kind of caught up in our heads about life. And what I mean by that is we might be thinking about something that happened in the past and reflecting, whether it was good or bad. In our day-to-day doings, we could be just lost in some kind of la-la land or wishing things were different, another way. Or we might be thinking about the future, concerned about what's coming up, something that we need to do that maybe we don't really want to do, and we're kind of worried about that. And we're not really experiencing life from our body. We're not really paying attention to our body, where it's our body that holds our actual experience. It's our body that tells us how we're experiencing something, if we're really paying attention. And I want to relate this to doing the things that scare us, and especially things that scare us towards who we would really prefer to be, how we would prefer to behave and conduct ourselves in our lives. So, for example, this video. I've always wanted to do a video outdoors, but for some reason it's always scared the pants off of me. And I kind of think it just might be because I can't control a lot of the elements in the environment, kind of like these mosquitoes, which are eating me. I have to kind of keep walking. But in order to do videos outdoors, I need to do a video outdoors. Like, we really need to step into the experience of doing what scares us. And I'm concentrating on what scares us because I'm, of course, linking this to, being people who have sort of a need to please. We can live with, a fair bit of fear and self-doubt about how we do things, how people will receive us if we're going, in case we fail or screw up. And a lot of this thinking in our minds can keep us really, really stuck. Like, it can really stop us from doing what we need to do. But if we allow our body to actually experience things, and maybe in just little small learning doses, our body can learn that, hey, it's actually okay. It's not scary. And I don't even mind having to do more of this or wanting to do more of this. And this experience informs our mind so that when we reflect back on what happened, all we've done is learned. We've learned that it's not so bad, that we could do it again and we can get better at it, right? So again, I want to attach this to setting boundaries, to expressing our wants and needs, to stepping into being the people that we really know ourselves to be, like whether it's in our health, whether it's in our careers, in relationships with certain people and with anyone, how we show up with people in our lives and how we want to show up with people in our lives. The only way we can change that is by doing it, is by showing up differently. And we can do that in really small steps, right? So we can start saying the things that we want to say, maybe to people that don't scare us as much, where we're maybe not as concerned about what they might think of us. Like in this case of me just walking in the back woods, as sort of an easy step that I can take to build my self-confidence towards doing videos outside. So really important here is our body, and the experience in our body when we do something informs our mind. And then when our body has told our mind that things are kind of okay, that you can go ahead and do this again and again, you can get better at this, then our minds see things that way. And then we make choices and decisions out of that experience. But if we're just stuck in our heads thinking, like playing something out in our heads, like we can play something out in our heads to the best, perfect scenario, but that's not going to give us the confidence. It adds to it, but it's not really going to give us the confidence to move forward. The only way we can do that is by stepping into the action so that our body becomes part of that experience. So I hope that kind of makes sense. And what I'd really love for you to do today, going forward, as a way to build that kind of experiential body process, is simply doing things in your day-to-day that are out of the ordinary, or more specifically, out of your routine. When we do things out of our routine, or we do new things, we tend to wake up to our experience, to what it's actually like for us. So it could be as simple as brushing your teeth with the left hand, or eating a meal with your less dominant hand. It could be responding to your loved ones when you come home with a different set of words from a different perspective, just to try on something new. Or coming home and taking some time to sit with yourself for a few minutes, to relax instead of just diving into all the things that have to be done. So this concept of trying something new out of your regular routine in life gives us this little bit of practice of what it feels like in the body to shift our experience, to shift what we're doing. And that, believe it or not, starts to build our when we have more and more of an awareness of how we're feeling, and how we see that it's actually not all that scary, this builds us up towards the things that we really, really want to do. So, bottom line, we need to move in, we need to do what scares us in order to break through and build confidence in that area. So I'll leave it at that. Like and subscribe, join my Facebook group if you would like to talk and listen to more of this kind of stuff. And if you'd really like support in your own journey with stepping into your fears so you can move towards what's important to you in life, and you'd like some coaching on that, sign up for a free mini coaching session with me. And I'll leave the link for all of that down below. And until next time, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon. Bye.